forgot the most important thing. That could have been ugly. Especially if you don't have the right headgear for a game of this caliber. Well, as Fitzgerald in the chat so graciously pointed out to us, is a possible Leafs series loss again. Oh, that's all right, Luke. You know, poke in whenever you can. Hope you enjoy the premiere. But another stupid sports show is here for its first ever hockey broadcast. It's been a long time since I've actually sat down to watch a hockey game. Was a big fan of the Capitals in my youth. In fact, I have one of my prized possessions here is a Capitals puck that I caught on my 18th birthday. It's very, very lucky and fortunate to be right place, right time. But as for us, welcome, William. Tonight we are here for a big Game 7. And that is because of, well, two major stories. We have the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are attempting to get a three-peat of Stanley Cup championships. Welcome, Zach. Glad you could make it. And then we have the Toronto Maple Leafs, a team that seems perennially snake-bitten and hasn't won a playoff series since 2004. Hello, Hunter. I'll remember that from now on, that you're the USFL. And they say things are different this year. That's what they say, all those Leaf fans. The team is different. They've had the playoff experience. They can do this. They can win that Game 7. Well, we're going to see. And I am actually very excited for this. I have brought as many refreshments as I possibly can, which includes our first period sponsor for this broadcast, Legal Coffee. Once again, our favorite Mexican instant coffee, guaranteed 99.5% guaranteed to not contain crystal meth. Oh yes, the NASCAR is going on. That's right. It reminds me, I gotta make sure I'm awake for the marble race tomorrow. Stupid Seal, you made it. Do we want Florida, Tampa, Battle of Florida rematch, or Florida, Toronto, two teams who might break their choking label? That's a good question, actually, Seal. Myself, I would go for Florida, Toronto. And I kind of be rooting for Florida in that case, because I don't think they've been back to a Stanley Cup since their one appearance very, very early on in their franchise history. And any step they could take to get back to those finals again, I'll be very, very excited for them. Because I know I forgot to do it earlier. Once again, Liam, Hunter, everybody else who is watching for what should be very exciting. I've actually been checking out the Bruins-Hurricanes game, and so far the Hurricanes are right on the edge of dispatching the Bruins. Last I checked, it was 3-1 in that game. Anytime a Boston sports fan is unhappy, well, the world is just a nicer place. Yep. That's about right, Seal. I do remember them scaring the hell out of a lot of people as they made that run. The fact that a Florida team could have won an NHL championship was insane back then. And meanwhile, they're giving us all the AEW that we can handle. Damn. I still haven't watched AEW. That almost makes me want to tune in, that ad. Almost. But I've got enough things that I can focus on otherwise. That I don't need another routine to adhere to. Once again, I hope you are all doing well. And that you are enjoying your weekend, that you have some nice weather, and that you're not getting stormed on. Yes, almost, Liam. Almost. You know, like, I used to watch WWE Raw on a regular basis when I was a younger teenager. Actually, my mom would watch it with me because she got a kick out of it. She said, oh, it's basically soap operas for dudes. And she would watch along to see if she could guess the plot twists that the writers were going to throw in. A lot of the time, she usually got it right. Oh, I am so excited. Oh yeah, no, if they're doing a good job on the entertaining, man, then I think just about anybody can get into wrestling. Damn, 104 in Arizona. Whew. All right. Well, hopefully you don't lose your power or have your roof caved in by active hail or raining frogs or anything awful like that. And they're giving all the parlays and the DraftKings odds. I hope, against all hope, I'm very wary about the idea of what would happen if this channel ever took off and people started offering me sponsorships. Yeah, I don't think DraftKings would get anything from me. I just really can't see myself encouraging people to gamble. I know, it's a shame. We could probably get some decent money out of it, but it just doesn't work for me. All right. So, Liam, explain to me, please. How exactly did a frog fall on your head? Take your time with the story. I can wait. They seem to be delaying the start of this game right now because they want to wait for the other one, the Carolina-Boston game, to finish up. Might as well flicker back to that right now and see how that is going. I assume it fell from a tree. Ah, damn it, Seal. Work on your material, Seal. Keep trying with the material, but you know, go for some things that'll make me less want to stop my heart in pain. I'm kidding. Come on. Where is it? I'm not sure what's taking them so long either. All right, we're down to 4 minutes to go now, thankfully, in Carolina-Boston. It is still 3-1, and the crowd is going absolutely bonkers. They're down in Carolina right now. And they're currently going behind. Boston trying to bring it back out to the point, and it gets cleared. They're having a little trouble getting it into the zone, but finally Pasternak is able to get it onside. Fighting along the boards now. It gets cleared again and immediately brought down by Boston at mid-ice. We'll have another attempted clear. Goes right over the head of one of the players. We got a little bit of a 2-on-2 here, and they missed the clearing pass that could have given them another goal on the other side. Not very often, Liam. Only once in a great while. They have a stoppage of play now. Looks like it got scooped up by the goaltender. They're going to have a face-off down in the Boston end. Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're waiting for, is for this game to end so they can just have people immediately switch over from one to the other. True North has arrived. Well, True North, glad you could make it for what will certainly feel a little bit different to the usual ASSS broadcasts that you all are used to. Even Jack made it. Well, the other difference, I think, between me and you, Liam, is that I also don't read my comments very often. Because I really just try not to think about it. I'm probably missing a lot of compliments and, heartfelt encouragement from you guys. But, I'm cool with getting that all out of the way here in chat. Good to hear, Jack. It is a rather exciting weekend for the playoffs. There are a lot of Game 7s going on, 3 straight today. I'm not going to be staying up for the next one, which I think is Los Angeles and Edmonton. But if y'all end up getting a little bit of a hockey high from this, I would say definitely recommend to stay up. The Carolina-Boston game has been a joy to watch, and it's playoff hockey, folks. It doesn't get any better than this. Geezer, welcome. Glad you could make it. We have very little time left in this game. Just above 3 minutes to go in the third. Oh yes, Game 7 between Bucks Celtics and Sun Mavericks. They're trying to wrap it around again, and they have to blow the whistle, stop the clock at 2:55, and now the jawing is starting to go between the Hurricanes and the Bruins goalie, Swayman. There is no way to tell whether that puck got in, guys. I am sorry. Oh, Hunter's cheering for the Celtics, huh? Okay. Well, hopefully, Geezer, I hope this is an enjoyable stream for you. They're currently reviewing that last play to see if the puck actually did cross the line. I don't think it's going to show that, honestly. But no signal of a goal so far, even though they are actively viewing the replay, every angle that they can. Suns playing home equals win. Suns play away equals loss. Oh, what are they tonight, Hunter? Is it Suns home game or Suns away game? Is it time yet? Oh no, they're still waiting. I think the only logic that they have is that a lot of hurricanes often like to make landfall in the Carolinas. So, the Seals rooting for the Celtics because Miami plays better against the Celtics and worse against the Bucks. Fair enough. Oh, and Geezer's going for the Mavs because loves Luka. He hasn't had much playoff success and has surpassed the Clippers boogeyman. Yeah. God, oh yeah. I think it's been a while since the Mavs have really had. It's a long while since the Mavs last won an NBA title. I think they got one for Nowinski before he retired, at least. Well, let's hope they can do the same for Luka. They're still looking at this, even though there isn't a clear view right now of whether the puck went in or not. And this is just delaying the start of the other game even further and even further. Yep, 2011. I knew that it was in my lifetime because I had a thought, just a brief thought, that they actually did win it at one point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes that. Oh, we have an announcement. No goal. And Seal's inner grammar person is coming out, asking them to change the name to the Maple Leaves. Yeah. Maybe someday, Seal. Maybe someday. Maybe it's just the way that Canadians let their hair down, is little grammatical errors in official documents and jerseys and stuff. Let's see. Oh, BC Glitch is here for some hockey. Yeah, I'm excited too. Currently watching the last bits of the Carolina-Boston game. Boston has an empty net now. And they miss a one-timer with a completely open side of the net in front of them. Gets cleared. Hooray. When was the Lakers three-peat? Because it's a good possibility that it was. I think the Lakers were a real powerhouse in the 80s, so it might have been then, but I was also not really paying attention to the NBA at that time. I was mostly concerned with survival and eating Oreos. Zach B says, small grammatical errors are the most evil thing Canadians can do these days. Oh, that one with the Kobe Bryant days. I thought you were talking about the Magic Johnson days. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. No, I vaguely remember it, but I was also really not paying attention to basketball anymore by that point. As I lived through the Jordan domination years for my formative sports appreciation. We're down to a minute 12, and looks like Carolina is about to take this one away. They've been able to control the puck very well this whole game and not give the Bruins much of an opportunity at all to get anything going in their zone. Just had a nice attempt on the well, without giving too many details away, Geezer, I had actually, I was off to college by that time. Damn. One of the Hurricanes players' sticks exploded on while trying to block a pass, and now off the one-timer, the Bruins have pulled within one. 20.5 seconds left to go. Oh boy. This is going to delay the start even more. Because I think they're going to try to get at least one more commercial break to try to up the drama. Thank you for waiting with me through all of this. There's not very much that we can do except wait for... wait for that. Pasternak's going to get the credit for that one. Oh, and here we go. They must have figured it was a done deal by this point. Game has started, and it looks like I got it right. The Lightning is in white. The Leafs are in blue. And they are down in the Lightning's end. Running the puck around the rear now. Trying to find some way into the middle. Matthews gets tangled up. They are able to keep the puck in the zone, however. And there are huge tanglers going on for it to the goaltender's left. And Tampa will be able to clear. They're coming out with a 3-on-3. They just dump it into the zone for a line change. It's all history repeating, geezer. That's all it is. First shot by the Leafs gets blocked and sent off into the stands. I never got, Jordan, I got to see many highlights of Jordan as a Bull, especially because he would beat up on the then Washington Bullets on a frequent basis. Carolina won, by the way, 3-2. They are all hugging at the ice, and I'm very happy for them. A bunch of jerks are going to go ruin hockey for everybody. Well, let's flip it back. Leaves first attempt to get into the Tampa Bay zone got denied, and offside. Gonna bring it out again. Yeah, there was this odd period in the Wizards' history, geezer, where Michael Jordan somehow through ownership or management channels ended up playing on the Wizards for a brief period. It was strange. It was very weird, very strange. It's put in deep, will be handled by Tampa Bay. First shot blocked away by a defender in front, and here come the Leafs trying to get some action down in the Tampa Bay zone. Cleared out by the goalie along the boards. And will be taken up again by the Lightning. They attempt to get it in, but it's batted back by one of the Leafs defenders. Matthews will now circle around and have everybody regroup while I'm assuming they get a line change taken care of. Very much toward the end of his career. Ooh, Carolina versus either Pittsburgh or New York. I kind of think it's going to be New York. Perry's got it along the sides, and it gets batted away from him. Leafs take it back around behind Campbell, trying to clear it up the far side of the ice. We have an opportunity now, and great job by Perry to just lay down in the path of that puck to block the shot. I have no idea who won the NHL MVP last year, Hunter. I'm assuming that at some point they had a playoff beard and carried a stick. I've heard of worse reasons for being a fan of a team, geezer. We are down now to a little under 18 minutes to go in the first period. Lightning win that face-off, will regroup behind their own goal. There's the chance for coming up from the crowd. Go Leafs go. Campbell handles it from behind his own net. His Leafs are trying desperately to clear and get some offensive momentum going. They brought around behind the Lightning goal. A quick one-timer on the far side is deflected away once again by the Lightning defenseman. An odd man rush by Tampa Bay gets batted out to the corner. A pass intercepted. An attempted poke in right at the net is denied by Campbell. Nice shot. Nice job. Tampa Bay is now in control, trying to work it around from the point. And back around again. Ooh, 91 miles per hour on that slap shot. It just was knocked wide. Leafs fans want a penalty for one of their players eating a whole face full of ice on that last one. Connor McDavid. Imagine being a fan of someone for a period of time because you lost a bet while your team crumbled. Oh, yeah. Which Cards fans? The Arizona Cardinals fans or the St. Louis Cardinals fans? Connor McDavid. I know this name. I'll probably see it on a jersey at some point, I'm sure. Oh yeah, Arizona Cardinals fans. When another puck gets deflected into the stands, it'll be a face-off in the Tampa Bay side. Oh, really? They're doing... Are they being pretty competitive in the NL Central, I take it? Last I kind of paid attention, Milwaukee Brewers were on top of that division. Above 500 is always good. Another attempt by Tampa to get into the Leafs zone. Deflected away, and Matthews will dump it in, goes around the far side behind the goaltender. And Tampa is able to clean it away. All right. 18-15, not bad after a month of baseball. These are being a little dangerous, not really keeping track of where all the Tampa Bay players are at once. They very nearly had a puck stolen away from them just there. And it gets given away, and the Leafs take it right back because of that turnover in the zone. Coming around the near side, trying to find a good angle, gets back to number 44. He'll try it from distance. Glove saved by the Lightning. Jordan put up 25 points and the Bucks lost. Weird times we lived in. All of us weird times. Oh, dang. I haven't heard much DJ Khalid. Which one is it, geezer? Toronto wins that faceoff. Going to try another shot from long. Goes just wide. Gets cleared out by Tampa Bay. Bunting tries to dump it back in for another quick attack. Pass gets deflected away. One-timer in front. Narrowly deflected away. As Tampa Bay ends up clearing it again into Toronto's end for an icing call. Alright, I'll save that for after the stream because there's only so much multitasking my brain can handle at once. Thank you, geezer. Good job by Vasilevsky, not getting drawn too far out of position, being able to make a good save there with his pad. Oh, man. battle for the puck down in the Tampa end. Toronto comes out with it. Try one-timer from the base, and then shot by the net goes just wide. They're trying to get it into the middle again, but end up clearing it out of the Tampa zone. And Toronto will have to come back to regroup. They will try to get another bit of effort in from Matthews, but it gets away from him. And Tampa Bay will slowly work their way up. And now it's just a cluster bomb at center ice. And Leafs cannot get it out of their own end, no matter how they try. Wow, the Leafs currently have a 5-1 shot advantage so far in the first period, Luke, but it is still nothing to nothing. It's just been a very, from what I can see, a very wild, very physical, and kind of rough game. Say what it's like 15 minutes left. I wasn't keeping track of the time. Oh, I'm a professional streamer. Oh. I am enjoying myself though. It has been a good long while since I really took the time to sit down and watch a hockey game. It's just something about it, man. Just the flow of it and the speed and how things can turn just about any second. So it doesn't feel like you can really look away for even a moment. You know? Man. Oh. Well, that does sound like the internet, geezer. I have to be honest. Memes, songs, and trauma seem to go very, very well together. But then again, I wouldn't have discovered the song Camel by Sandy Morton if I hadn't been, let's just say, aware of certain things on the internet. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Animal Crossing, Anka. Got another face in the Tampa Bay end, which they win and are not able to, they have to battle to clear it. So far, there is a great deal of forechecking going on and a lot of battles at mid-ice just to make any sort of advancement, and that attempt by the Leafs is offside. One dangle dingle. Oh. Well, that looks like it's going to be frightening. Thank you, geezer. Currently, everybody's battling down in Toronto's end. Tampa Bay takes it back to the point. Try to knock it in for a closer one-timer. And now they're fighting along the boards again. And the Leafs player slips as he's trying to clear it. And finally, a hand goes up from the referees. We're going to have our first power play of the game. That's a 2-minute minor for tripping on number 38 from Tampa Bay. Yeah, oh, no, that stick went all skate all the time. I have to be honest, I don't know how I would feel about becoming a meme if that ends up happening in some way. I'm already I'm already trying to be very conscious of my movements because I know that GIFs are a thing and they can become immortalized. So, yeah, I make an effort to be conscious of how often and where I pump my fist in celebration just to make sure I'm not doing anything disgusting on camera. Meanwhile, we have another clearing out by Tampa. Toronto turns around, Riley with the puck to regroup. Oh, there's Tavares trying to take it up the near side. At this point, for Angie, I wouldn't doubt it. Vasilevsky will button that one up. We'll have a face-off down the Tampa Bay end. Yeah, we can't force it though. We can't force it though. That's just got to be something that I think that has to develop naturally. Once you force memes, you end up like Kendall Jenner or Pepsi. That you don't want to go Kendall Jenner or Pepsi. Toronto's still on the power play here. They haven't really done much with it except endeavor to get into the Tampa Bay half of the ice. Matthews will win the face-off, get it back to the point. Back across from Riley to Matthews. It sends it back in the middle. Nylander will recover on the opposite side. Try to set up again, and then it turns into a cluster truck of people all just batting aimlessly at the puck. Rescued by Riley from getting cleared. Send him back through the middle. Nylander's shot is wide to the left. Matthews gets it up again. Back up top to Riley. Back to Nylander. Out in front, once again, bad pass, just wide. And finally, Tampa Bay clears. Man, this is kind of less than what I expected out of the Leafs. No, Luke, it takes a bit to traumatize Luke. Like, he is very much into horror. And he might just be taking a moment to give it his full attention. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay is oh, now they're going to discuss it because possibly one of the Tampa Bay players purposefully knocked the puck out of bounds. And the thing that I learned when I started getting back into hockey again is that now that gets called as a delay of game. What do they say? We don't know because the ref's mic was off. They also started having the referees announce the plays instead of the people who do like the proper announcements over the PA, which leads to things like that where you just don't know what the hell happened. And Geezer's picking Lightning 4-2. At this point, I gotta kind of go with you, Geezer. It seems like despite what the shot differential says, it feels like the Lightning are doing a little bit more physically and playing some good defense in this game so far. Oh, by the way, if y'all end up hearing any sort of like loud screaming coming from other places around here, well, my neighbors have probably got some of their kids' friends over to play in the front yard, and well, they're loud, but you know they're harmless. Hey, Geezer, Ben, we do not choose what strikes our funny bones sometimes. I will still laugh my ass off at the original end of the world Flash animation. And that's ancient shit. And now Tampa Bay is firmly established down in the Leafs zone. Or are they actually on a power play right now? They did get the Leafs got penalized for delay of game. Okay. So far, Leafs penalty kill is looking good. Uh, yeah, Uno reverse. Of course, that too, Luke. But we're looking not to traumatize the children today. Maybe later on when we all get to when we're all a little bit more comfortable with each other. Oh yeah. Hey, fart. Good good fart joke is always funny. I'll always be funny. And True North, you're not missing much. I only picked this up just really on a whim. And that is a glove save by Campbell, and everybody in the crowd chants soup. I'm not kidding. They chant soup for the goaltender Campbell. Oh, they really know how to party up in Toronto. And it looks like the Leafs are going to kill this off because they won that faceoff and immediately just sped down to the other end. Now they're fighting for the puck in the corner. It'll dribble out of the Tampa Bay zone. He can't accept that player can't accept it because he would have been offsides. There goes the penalty. They killed it off very nicely. Tampa Bay's done the Toronto end right now. Just trying to get to the puck and find one good angle to get past Campbell. Thrown back in behind the net. Brought around by 38. A very steep shot that would get wrapped up by Campbell while he bats away at the traffic that is hovering in front of the goal. All right. 7:40 now to go in this game, and I have to admit, it's I'm very happy with how this game has gone, to be honest. It's got that old anything can happen at any time feeling back to it again. A face off in the Leafs end, it'll be won by Toronto. Cleared all the way down to the other end. Battling down for it behind the goal was sent around to the other side. Tampa Bay will get their grubby little mitts on it. And now the fighting continues at center ice, where it is turned over to the Leafs. And he went offsides. Oh, even I could see that was offsides. Sorry, Engvall. Oh. Oh. Wait, Wait, did the Nets get swept? Seriously, Geezer? Did the Nets get swept? I'm, I mean, it's nice to hear that Atlanta got back into the dance. You know, I've been waiting for them to actually keep a decent team together. But ooh, dang. Gets grabbed again by the Leafs. Riley's coming around, bring it back behind the net. They swept them by the Celtics. No wonder they've gained so many fans. They try a very steep shot from the side of the goal. It ends up dribbling out of the Tampa Bay zone. They get dumped in by Tampa Bay as everybody tries to get some line changes going. As far as I know, True North, Harold Ballard is still dead unless that reanimator doctor has gained Canadian citizenship. Getting down close to 6 minutes left in the period. And once again, Leafs pull back to regroup. They get it in fine. Pass goes back towards Tavares, but intercepted by Tampa Bay, and they're not even able to set up once. Gets dumped in. Cleared away just before that forward can get there. Goes over the stick of the Leaf and dumped back into their own zone. The Leafs are having trouble getting anything started here. It's very, very sad. Let me just for you, Seal, if you're still watching. You're still down in the a very close shot, and the puck just sits dead in the middle of the ice for a second, picked up by no one. Stafford Smith, conveniently dying at 50, will never be removed from shitposter's memories. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that was terrifyingly convenient, Geezer. Terrifyingly. Oh, that's going to come next week, Luke? All right, great, can't wait. Luke is working on a little quiz video project, so if y'all want to go and keep your eyes on him for that, follow his Twitter, check him up on YouTube, support him, because I always like to encourage people to follow and support the creators who actually have some knowledge about the sports and aren't just a brain-damaged, empty talking head in a funny hat like myself. I gotta imagine, Geezer, there are a number of voice generators that exist now on the internet that you can use. And many of them are designed to sound like famous celebrities or characters. I know that one a lot of people like to use is there's some voice generators for Cave Johnson from the Portal game series, and it sounds scarily accurate. So that might be an option for you. Nice job by the Leafs kicking the puck back out of the zone. Allowed them to clear it up into the Tampa Bay end for the line change. Under 3 minutes to go now. And there's still just a lot of checking, a lot of wild passes, and nobody can really establish themselves for any sustained offense. It's all just opportunity, opportunity. Oh, and now they're trying to pick fights with Tavares on the ice, and Tavares wisely skates away after Vasilevsky stops play with another glove save. Also, I forgot how quickly these periods go. Oh, I missed hockey. I really did. All right, so far from what I've seen in this first period, this game is going to be a very close. Very, very close. Like, Toronto wants desperately to get something started, but they cannot, they can barely even get themselves established on a power play, which is not a good sign. You know, thankfully, that seems their penalty killing unit is actually decent. It might be True North. I'll double check on that. Let's see. Oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, it's simply Luke Birch. True North. Meanwhile, the game has come back and they're showing over and over again the replay from that last shot before they went to commercial. And Toronto will win. We've got under 3 minutes to go now. Got a one-timer coming in close, and Tampa Bay will easily be able to clear. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that looks bad. I could tell, like, that was just a non-contact injury, and I think he is screwed. When they get injured with barely any contact. Oh, I hope they replay this. Hello, Ron. Point just got helped off of the ice. Point player for Tampa Bay. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Oh God, he like went down and his knee just got twisted at a very awkward angle. Oh. Oh no. Oh. No, yeah, like he turned around and his leg bent before the rest of his body did. Oh. Oh. Hopefully that won't be a major thing for them to have to deal with in the next two periods. Gets dumped back down into the Lightning end, and they will try to reform and get something going before the end of this period. Gets knocked back out by the Leafs as they try to go forward, and it does not lead anywhere. Quickly taken away from the Lightning again, having a lot of battles at center ice, but not around the net. Yeah. Down to 2 minutes to go. Tampa Bay once again dumps in an attempt to get something set up. Goes back behind the goalie. Unfortunately, will be cleared by Toronto, who now have a 2-on-2 going. That shot goes wide to the goaltender's left, and Tampa Bay is able to scoop it up again, take it back into the Toronto offensive zone for a shot in. Score! Tampa Bay on the rebound. Damn. There we go. It started with what seemed like a fairly normal 2-on-2 and a great additional shot, and that was just Paul getting his stick in on the rebound and will get credit for the goal. We'll see who gets the assist on that one. It's the first career playoff goal for Nick Paul. And now, 1-0, Tampa Bay over the Leafs. Oh, and the Leafs tried to go in for one last thing before the end of the period and drew a penalty. Minor for holding on Tampa. Nice. So the last 1 minute and 32 seconds of this period will be played with a Toronto power play. And next period will start with a Tampa Bay penalty kill. And that coach does not look happy about how this team has been doing. Face off to Vasilevsky's right, which is won by Tampa Bay, will be immediately cleared. The assist will go on that goal to Colton, by the way, in case any of you are keeping track. And Riley's bringing it up the ice for the Leafs. Has to wait a minute for everybody to be set. Oh, damn. I thought they were going to get called offsides there, but they somehow skated through it. And once again, it gets cleared by the Lightning. They have to regroup again. This is kinda ugh. Tavares has it now on the near side. Gets brought into a kerfuffle. And once again, Tampa Bay is able to very handily clear it. Lightning are shorthanded. 41 is bringing it around behind Campbell. He just wants to waste as much time as he possibly can. And I say let him do it. After a while, he can't keep it away from four blue jerseys at once. And we have another try. Marner is bringing it up. It goes to Tavares, back to Marner. Who are off to Vasilevsky's right. It gets shot behind the goal. And nobody is there to keep it in the zone. So once again, Toronto has to regroup. Get it dumped in again where Tampa Bay once again intercepts it. Oh my gosh, they actually got a hold on it this time. Oh, and that one-timer got so close to getting in, but the period ended. It got waved off by the referees. Oh, it didn't even go in. Yeah, I was off the side of the goal. Very close. Shots on goal 8-7 in favor of the Lightning. 1-0 after the end of the first period. Oh. 1-2-3 Cancun? I have no idea what that is, True North. But, ooh. We have one period down here in this deciding Game 7. For the Leafs and the Lightning. And once again, the Leafs are going to be playing from behind. Which is apparently where they've played from all season. But ideally, this wouldn't be the time to test that particular tradition. Just saying. All right. Well, I'm going to take a little stretch and pause for the cause just to make sure AC is working. My cat isn't starting any fires. So I'm going to step away for a little bit. I will be right back, and we will cover the second period of Tampa Bay Toronto right here on another Stupid Sports Show. Thanks for tuning in. I've come back. All is well in here. The cat, as she is wont to do these days, was sleeping on my dirty laundry, so we're all set in that regard. Oh, damn, that's the other thing that I have to remember to do. And that is K-Cub portrait. Yeah, I gotta update my profile icon for my page, because that is from back in the day when I was concentrating more on a possible music career, and it's not really my thing anymore. So I forget who it is, but I think their username is K-Cub. They offer, let's just say drawings of yourself, and you can choose whatever sort of Pokemon creature that you want to be along with you. So I'm hoping to get one that will be me and Angie, to appropriately express what kind of professional relationship we have whenever these streams are going. I will say I am very glad that the Bruins have been eliminated. I think it's a shame for Toronto that if they do advance, they won't be able to vanquish one of their old demons on the way to a possible cup, but maybe they can find some inspiration in other ways. Just wondering. It doesn't ever feel like a true NHL intermission unless you can watch the Zamboni lazily clean up the ice between periods. It's a shame. Let's make some further notes here. Well, I assume that everybody else is watching other things and improving their lives in small ways. So we need me in the background. Stand to the camera. Oh yeah, no, oh, this is gonna be good. And judging by how K-Cub's material turns out, I think you all are going to be pleased with how this one looks. Yeah. And in case anyone is wondering, yes, Capitals are still my hockey team, but they've already been eliminated by the Panthers, so I'm honestly not too broken up about it. They seem like they kind of got stuck in neutral again after their cup win, and I don't think things are going to really improve for them, at least from the attention that I've been paying. Until Ovechkin is gone, they're not leaning on him as much anymore, and they have to really truly rebuild the core. What? Oh, and there's Luke shilling for his team, the Red Wings. How are those Red Wings doing, Luke? Are they... Oh, wait, are they, because I honestly do not know. NHL playoff bracket. No, I was. Yeah, actually, I truly wasn't sure, Luke, whether the Red Wings had made the playoffs or not. But oh, they've got the eighth pick. Okay, well, that should be good for them. They haven't traded it away or anything, right? Well, let's hope not. They should have learned by example from the Leafs, who had a long history of trading away their first round picks for big free agency splashes, and it rarely ever worked out for them. I still maintain that the Rams are an anomaly for that. This is a good day. I'm enjoying this. I hope you all are too. Hope that you can at least watch a little bit of the game. And they're not just having to keep track of it through my half-assed commentary. 1-2-3 Cancun is an expression for a team that has quit. It comes from the 1998 playoffs in the NBA when Van Exel said it before the Lakers got swept instead of saying 1-2-3 go team. Oh. Damn. Oh. Today I learned. 1-2-3 Cancun. Hello, Foster. Yeah. Who knows? I mean, I know I'm no urinating tree, but I also like to take that in some ways as a compliment. Nah, I understand. I understand, Luke. Is that a UFC or another organization that I do not know the name of? Yeah. And for the record, William, it took me a good while to figure out everything about hockey, like how the penalties work and all of that. It's like any sport. It just takes a lot of observation and watching the patterns. Oh, UFC night. Okay. I got any good matchups? Ah. When do we get the flying V? Asks Ron. I don't know if we'll get the flying V out of either of these teams. Uh, oh, yeah. I feel you, Foster. UFC is not exactly a cheap sport to observe. But I gotta admit, when it's good, it's good. And Luke says, nothing special on paper, but last week looked great on paper, but sucked huge balls in reality. Ain't that the way? I think honestly the last UFC fight that I can remember watching and enjoying was it was actually Holly Holm versus oh what is her name, that one, oh, Ronda Rousey. Yeah, there was just that whole ending of that fight when when Ronda got knocked silly by by Holly at the end. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. Especially for the other angle that I found of the fight, that was Joe Rogan with the most shocked, stupid look on his face. And this was before, well, here we go. Looks like OBS Studio is doing the whole disconnection reconnection thing again, so I apologize on my end. Looks like I'm going to be having some streaming difficulties here again. I guess I should probably troubleshoot that before the next time I stream a game, because this is starting to annoy me. Yeah, Holly's foot yeeting Ronda's head off of her shoulders. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been getting the past couple game streams messages saying OBS Studio disconnecting, reconnecting. And I never really keep a live preview of the stream going on because I want to keep as much, you know, memory, as much of the computer dedicated to the encoding and the streaming as possible, instead of watching videos at the same time. So, I'm honestly kind of flying blind. Flying blind. Ronda Rousey is the SmackDown Women's Champion. Fantastic. No, True North. There definitely is something about the old school boxing. I the one that still comes to my mind is the infamous Tyson Holyfield fight. Like it had a great card that led up to that point. It was over at a friend's house, like me and a bunch of my friend, a bunch of his dad's friends, who were like all our dads. We were there to watch it, and then that round came around, and Tyson bit Holyfield's ear off, and the entire room was agog except for one guy who kept just repeating with the most shocked voice, "He bit his fucking ear off!" It was incredible. First time I'd ever seen anything like it, and boxing was never as interesting ever again after that, to be honest. Oh, Angie's here, by the way. Do you have anything you'd like to say to your adoring public? She does not. Mike Tyson Punch Out. Hey, classic game. I was never able to beat it. I could barely get past Glass Joe, and Von Kaiser always kicked my ass. It was not very good. Also, I didn't have a Nintendo of my own when I was growing up. I was always playing at other people's houses, so I never had enough time on it to actually get good at it. Yeah, boxing is dying a slow, painful death. Maybe it'll come back in about another 50 years with less of the gambling and nonsense and bullshit that goes along with it. Oh yeah, no, Punch Out is still great. I always get a kick of watching people get through it, especially for like blindfolded speed runs and whatnot. Those are crazy. The fact that they have gotten the timing down to the point where they can actually get through the entire game blindfolded still amazes me. Oh, looks like Point, the guy who injured his leg in the first period, is back out on the bench on the ice. The second period is underway. And for some reason, oh yeah, I can't hear that because I didn't plug my headphones back in. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Oh, monitoring. When will you become simpler for me? Well, let's make it official now, because we have about 19 minutes to go. Brody is going to take it out of the Leafs' end. Will get intercepted at mid-ice by the Lightning, who will dump it back in. One quick opportunity right in front of Campbell gets blocked. They circle it back around to the point. The puck came out of the zone, though. Tried to block it with his body so the ref wouldn't see it, but offsides was called anyway. And now they'll have to face off outside the Leafs' offensive-defensive zone. I'll get the terminology right one of these days. The end of the ice where the Leafs goalie is. Are there any current betting pools going on whether or not Five and Tree will find some way to physically hurt each other during tomorrow's Rangers-Penguins game? Having a tie up in the Tampa Bay zone, by the way. Leaves have finally somewhat gained control. Spoke too soon. Tampa Bay knocked it out to center ice again. Trying desperately to clear, gets knocked around the other side, will go for icing. And it seems like everybody's a little discombobulated here at the beginning of the game. Nobody can seem to establish a consistent presence in either team's defensive zone. And now they are back down in Tampa Bay's end. Austin Matthews helps win the face-off and immediately goes into the side of Vasilevsky, who pins it. We'll get another face-off. Oh, Angie, you don't want to help me beat the algorithm? She does not want to help me beat the algorithm. I am sad. Got Point. Point is on the ice now for the Lightning. Gets kept in the Lightning's zone. No matter how desperately they try to clear it, finally gets flipped out to center ice. And get dumped even further in to allow for some disruption and a line change. Oh, and Point is limping again. He's going to get off the ice. Oh, man, that puck actually hit him in his injured leg, and, ooh, poor guy. He's trying, but he is in pain. Yeah, I don't want any part of the mess YouTube is right now. So, oh, and he's got his head down. He's got his head bowed, like he must be really trying to. Oh. Oh boy. Very tight face-off down the Tampa Bay's defensive end. Be run by the Lightning. of a Leafs player's stick getting knocked away. Collision at mid-center ice. It'll result with the Leafs getting control again. Struggling to get a setup back into the Tampa Bay defensive zone. And finally, several decent attempts, but the one close-up shot they got had too much traffic in the way. And Tampa Bay is only just barely able to bring it into Toronto's zone before they have to end up clearing and regrouping. And out comes Toronto. Blackwell's coming up the far side. Getting the crap whacked out of him. Too many people to handle on his own. Lightning will endeavor to clear. Leafs are able to keep it in. And Paul has to wrap it around the glass before being absolutely brutalized by a couple of Leafs players. Goes back into the Toronto's end. Another battle for the puck down the corner. And Tampa Bay loses it. Leafs have to dump it in once again. And the battle comes along the boards. Toronto is able to establish it inside Tampa Bay's end. Back out to the point. One pass that goes to absolutely no one. And Tampa Bay is coming up the ice again. Weren't able to center that pass properly. And now have to play hide and seek behind the goal. It's going to be cleared again by the Leafs. Desperate attempt up the near side to try to outrun the defender, but hey, now they're set up back at the point. Goes to the far side. Shot goes wide across the net. Kept in the zone, and he'll try to set up again. Attempt to stick save by Vasilevsky there, and he traps it in the 5 holes. Play will stop. Fun fact, in 1983, tells True North, the Seattle Breakers traded a player for a used bus and future considerations. You know, I think we do need more trades like that, honestly. I may have heard of a football player or two being traded for a tackling dummy. Welcome, John. Glad you could make it for this nonsense. We're down to, let's see, about 15 minutes to go. And Tampa Bay was offsides as they tried to get in the Toronto zone. And now we're down to 15:05 in the second. In a way, hockey really impresses me in ways that football doesn't. The fact that they're playing a fast and physically brutal game on ice, on skates. From the brief period that I wanted to be a hockey player when I was a kid, and when I quickly figured out that I did not have the ankle strength or the balance to skate like a hockey player, it was a real letdown. So I will always be in awe of what these players can do in circumstances that would absolutely mentally wreck me. A wonderful chance for the Lightning in front and a great save by Campbell. When did Bill O'Brien become a hockey GM? Oh, God. Don't frighten me with such things. We don't need Bill O'Brien ruining the NHL any more than they're doing that job themselves. We'll have another face-off. Right down the Toronto defensive end, off to Campbell's left. Tavares will be in for Toronto on the faceoff. And it gets won by Toronto. Gets cleared by Toronto. Tampa Bay dumps it back in so they can better situate themselves. And the cheers of soup come up from the crowd again as Campbell makes another save through traffic. All right, so we see where John's loyalties lie with the Lightning and the Blues. Alexa, play Gloria. Sorry, I had to. Another face-off is won by Toronto. They're going to try to get themselves established up the far side. Tampa Bay is able to stymie their effort and regroup at center ice, but the pass is intercepted by the Leafs, but stolen right back by the Lightning, who are currently 2-on-4 down in the Leafs' end. Gets cleared up the other side, but they aren't able to get onside. I have not True North because my Alexa is unplugged, and it has not been used in 3 years. Because I shudder to think what she may have been listening to and have been walking around my home talking to myself. Crowd's still very much in it because it's only a 1-0 game. Go Leafs go is the cry. Great save by Campbell on an opportunity right in front of the net. And now comes the Leafs. They have a good chance to gain some momentum here off of that wonderful save. But it gets cleared by the Lightning, and they will have to figure things out once again. Riley behind the net, bringing it out from behind Campbell. He's going to take it across center ice, dump it in. We'll go down to the near corner. And Tampa Bay takes control again. Hello, Ishii? Yeah, honestly, I'll probably take it to the pawn shop that's near me. But I think I would also have to make sure that I clear the information off it, and I have to look up how to do that. It might, who knows, if I could take it to another place and it might get me some store credit where I could, buy a nice copy of Barbie Horse Adventures. One wobbly shot by Matthews gets knocked away by Vasilevsky. And he will knock it back around behind the goal for number 58 to try to diddle around back there. And he gets sent behind again to Varas with it this time. He's trying to make something happen very desperately. And scores! Ends up coming up around from behind and finally working his way to the right lane in front of the net. The Leafs are on the board. This game is tied at 1 apiece. Wait, getting called back? Oh. Hull interfered with Cirelli on that play, which is why Tavares was so open. Oh. Damn. Oh boy. Tampa Bay goes on the power play. I know. I know old school Contra, man. I still have memories of staying up all night at sleepovers at my childhood friend Michael's place and playing through Contra with the Game Genie giving us 99 lives. Yeah. When in doubt, throw on the Game Genie with the spread and the infinite lives. And if you really wanted invincibility, but Actually, now that I think about it, Old School Contra might be the only original Nintendo game besides a number of the Super Mario Brothers titles that I was actually able to beat. Still have to work on Super C, the Contra sequel. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh. Wow. Oh, and the commercials are reminding me that I shouldn't drive high. Yeah, that is unfortunate, True North. This could get very ugly for the Leaves right now. And thank you again, Stupid CEO, for putting it in my brain. They are the Leaves now. I will not be able to pronounce them as anything else. Toronto fails to clear. Lightning starts it up. They're batting it around to Campbell's left. Back up to the point. Shot to the far side. Intercepted by the Leafs, who will easily be able to clear and possibly create more havoc the further down they can take it into the Tampa zone. Heading back out, nearly accidentally cleared it from the Toronto zone. Back up to the point. They're circling around, looking for that one-time opportunity. Shot blocked by Toronto. Didn't even get to Campbell at the net. And around again. Pass from the point. Back to the far side. Dumps it in. Trying to just knock it over Campbell's pad, and he ends up covering it up. Time will stop. Minute left in the power play. 10:31 to go on the clock. Oh. This has been a very hard-fought game, and looks like the Leaves are trying to get some penalties called on the Lightning right now. I really wish I knew what the crowd was chanting right now and who they thought sucked. Stamkos gets it back out. They're going to try for another one-timer. The pass gets deflected when they attempt to go to Stamkos again. They'll have to regroup and get their rhythm back. A quick pass inside gets interfered with, and the Lightning have to recover it out from behind Campbell. Stamkos tosses it back to the point. Dumped back in again. Oh, and 3 opportunities. Even while Campbell is on his back, they could not get it past the pile of Leafs defenders' bodies in front of the net. And another opportunity goes just wide to the right. Kucherov going around to the near side, trying to find one place to get that puck in. Oh, and they try to center it again. They would have had an open shot if it hadn't gotten immediately cleared. And they're back to full strength. The crowd cheers on the penalty killing unit. Oh yeah, no, that was a good penalty kill. Yo, suck at reffing. Yeah, you totally suck. Boom, boom. If that doesn't get the Leafs fired up, I don't know what will. Oh, Matthews lays down a big hit as Toronto recovers it in their own end again. A deflection to the left of Vasilevsky. Tampa Bay will recover, get it back out of their own zone. Oh, and they're going to look for a trip penalty, but nope, the refs will let them play. We have a sort of 3-on-4 going right now. They tried a awkward shot from the face-off circle. Easy save for Vasilevsky. And there we go. We're down to near 8 minutes on the clock. It is still 1-0 Lightning over the Leafs. Like, this is going to hurt even more if the score ends this way. Because it was very easily something that could be overcome. Thoughts with Buffalo, by the way. Oh no, what happened in Buffalo? Do I want to know? Do I want to know? Oh boy. It would be a mass shooting. Awesome. Ah, boy. Well, at the very least, the Giants have signed Thibodeau and Neal to their rookie contracts, so that's nice. Whew. Oh, a supermarket. A supermarket. And the shooter streamed it live on Twitch. Jesus. I will just mention this to all of you, and then I will move on. Any of you who know the channel knew that I recently did an episode of It Came from the Dollar Bin on an artist called MC 900 Foot Jesus. There's one song that I left out of the rundown, even though it's become one of my favorite tracks from him, precisely because I didn't want a shit show in the comments. But there's a track from his second album, Welcome to My Dream. And it is called Dali's Handgun, as in Salvador Dali. Yeah. I would just recommend you go live to Dali's Handgun. And, yeah, that's all I will say about it. Yeah, there's some, I'll be honest, that's the other thing that fucking freaks my shit out, is the idea that I may get to some point where somebody decides to try to swat me. Oh, they finally got it. Riley got a one-timer. And now, officially. Yeah. Anyway, the Leafs scored. Yeah, it is sad. But now, oh, we've got a game now. Just great placement by Riley, getting it right in the top corner over Vasilevsky's shoulders. No, I understand Kung Fu. it's a difficult line to talk about, but thankfully most of the people that are in here are capable of talking about it in a mature and non-inflammatory manner. So I appreciate that from you all at the very least. Yeah. Exactly, Zach B. No sane person would think to do that to someone. Oh, and another near attempt somehow sails wide right in front of Vasilevsky. The Leafs are trying to pour on the pressure now. Blackwell tries to dump it in the middle, ends up accidentally clearing it instead. An attempt by Delmar gets blocked, and the Leafs will be able to clear it back out again and try to add to their total. Oh, you're kidding me. Don't tease me, Logan. I'm already paranoid enough about losing, getting behind. Cirelli's shot is blocked on the near side. Gets back up to the point and gets knocked out by... Nylander shoots wide as he was speeding his way up the ice. Damn. Hello, Holly. Welcome. We have an exciting game now. We're down to below 5 minutes to go, and now it's tied. Woo! Oh, boy. Yeah. It's amazing what a tied game will do to the pace. Yeah, Nylander getting way up there. Tampa Bay takes it back to the point. It gets knocked in, shot wide, will be cleared out of Toronto's defensive zone. And a regroup by the Lightning. Thrown back up to center ice. Broken up by Martyr. And Tampa Bay will try it again. Swings it back behind him to the nearest side. And they are unable to establish anything. Up the Leafs will come, going the other way. Matthews gets a one-timer that is blocked in front. And now they're just going to try to interfere with them. Score! That is Paul's second of the game. He picked it up off a failed clear. And damn! Whoo! No, this was just fantastic. Paul just slicking, ducking, and gets a great opportunity, kicks it back to himself, and just underneath Campbell's leg. Wow. 2-1 now. Under 4 minutes to go. Oh, man. There's now another battle behind Campbell for the puck. Tampa Bay temporarily wins, but the war is won by Toronto. Well, Tampa Bay will try it again. And that shot from way out there is gloved up immediately by Campbell to stop the play. It's all right, William. Don't worry about understanding any of it. Just hopefully we'll get some good fights for you to also enjoy. I think they've been very cautious, all the players so far, about controlling their emotions, because from what we've seen, any power play could completely change the balance of this game. I don't think they want to give any opportunities like that. But holy crap. I will say, oh no, I feel you. I feel you, John. A lot of people prefer hockey to football because of the whole speed and balance and violence factor. The Leafs end up losing this game. I am not going to blame them for the loss. Honestly, they have been putting forth a great deal of effort in this game. It's just that so far Tampa Bay is doing a better job. Yeah, Game 7 in hockey, exciting, but also very, very nerve-wracking. Like, getting people's pulses up to 160 BPM, nerve-wracking. Yeah, Brody loses the chance to clear it, and Paul ends up working his way up the middle. I wonder if that goal is unassisted, because he essentially ended up taking that straight to the house himself. Oh my God! Nearly put right in front of the net. Another attempt by Kucherov will get stopped by a defenseman's stick. They really want a 2-goal lead, but they cannot get a good pass to clear up in the middle. The attempt to keep it in the zone did not work. It is icing. That's true, but this wouldn't be a game if someone could have just won Game 6. I get Tampa had their backs against the wall, but still, come on, Toronto. Very true, Stupid Seal. By the way, did you notice I changed the name? Yeah, good sport is good sport. If it's a fun time, it makes it that much more watchable. Oh boy. Now there's a fight for the puck to the near side near Campbell. Leafs will take control of the puck, clear it out of their zone, and send it back down the ice. It will not be icing. It gets thrown off. Oh, they nearly had a perfect opportunity. Campbell was stretched out, but it got batted wide of the net. And Toronto is racing back up the ice, hopefully to take advantage of how quickly that situation developed. They're all looking for a penalty. The crowd really wants one, but there is no indication from the referees. They're saying play on. And Tampa Bay will dump it in again for an attempted setup. And there goes the stick battling to the near side of the net. Toronto will clear it out and attempt to make some magic. Bunting gets set up. It gets knocked away from him as he tries to reset up again. A one-timer from the far side. Does not go anywhere. Opportunity for a clear shot at Vasilevsky's left missed as it dribbles wide of the net. And Tampa Bay will clear it out. Bring it up and dump it into the Toronto zone for line change. It's better when your team wins a game. Because your team totally did that. Definitely didn't get swept by Colorado. Oh, yeah. Hey. Yeah. We'll just say no more about it, Seal. Well, less than 20 seconds to go now. And Stamkos' shot goes wide as there's 5 seconds to go. The puck will get cleared out. And that is the second period, folks. Paul has both goals for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Riley got the Toronto Maple Leafs on the board. And now we only have 20 minutes of hockey left in this series. The road to three-peat is either going to be paved here through Scotiabank Arena or the road to redemption for a snake-bitten franchise. Yeah. Oh yeah, Foster, you could definitely hang your hat on that end in the reign of the Blackhawks. Yeah. Oh, the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks. I could talk more about them, but I honestly really don't want to. And we've already had enough touchy subjects to deal with in this stream. What with the tragedy in Buffalo, so just no. Yeah. Oh yeah. Can understand why you'd boo Chicago. It's a long-standing American tradition to boo Chicago. I don't blame you, John. That was still wonderful to watch. That Blues run to the cup. Especially with getting the song Gloria played again all over the radio. That's probably my favorite part of the whole thing. Yeah, they're a scumbag franchise, we'll leave it at that. Well, I do have to say, this game is getting very, very exciting as it comes down to the end. But I am going to, give myself another pause for the cause. As I just need to stretch for a little bit. Once again, check to make sure that there aren't any uprisings happening in the house, and another Stupid Sports Show will be back in a few to cover the last period of Toronto versus Tampa Bay in the NHL playoffs. Thanks again for tuning in. course, as soon as I start having fun, the cat comes in and interrupts everything. Bless your heart, Angie. Bless your heart. Well, since you are here, you will be brought up and abused for the sake of the algorithm in the comments section. The rage is real, folks, because I was very cruel today and I did not let her outside to go greet one of the neighborhood feral cats while they stalked birds in my front yard. So, yes, as you can tell, I am a horrible cat owner. You know, I do not let her do anything fun. Oh. It's alright, Angie. Stream will be done soon enough, and then... and then you can trap me downstairs in the cold basement, and you can sleep as I play video games. How does that sound? Sound good? Okay. What video games? Actually, right now, Luke, I am working my way, or at least trying to work my way through a PS3 title called Heavenly Sword. I don't have a lot of experience with games that operate in a 3D space. I grew up on a lot of 2D. And so I've sort of been going through it a little by little just to get the hang of having to like shift the camera as I'm moving and you know, get used to the different buttons, cuz I grew up with Super Nintendo with like X, Y, A, B, this whole like triangle X square thing. It still has not connected in my head. Well, I'm working on it. Oh yeah, Foster. My basement is very, very cold because I have very good central air, and I only keep the main floor of the house at 75, and that makes the downstairs very nice and cool. Very nice place for Miss Furrybutt here to escape to. I know. And nobody's given you chin scritches at all today, have they? No. They have not. Something must be done. A letter must be written to one city council or another that will fix these abominable circumstances in which you find yourself. Wow. Oh, that was wonderful. They actually replayed Paul's second goal for the Lightning. As he skated toward the glass, he just did just the general, you know, hands outstretched look of "fuck you, I'm an anteater," and 3 people in the front row, the Toronto fans, were giving him the finger. Stay classy, Toronto. Stay classy. And yeah, I wouldn't have expected that from Canadians myself, but it is hockey. and they are quite passionate about it. Oh yeah, it's an old meme, Luke, but I think it checks out. That's the other unfortunate thing I'm discovering as I've been growing out this beer, that more often than not I will end up eating my own mustache without really trying to. Oh yeah. No, the Canadians they keep the niceness up until they reach their breaking point, and for hockey I have to imagine that the breaking point comes a little easier. That's why I make an effort to be polite to every Canadian goose that I run into, because I shudder to think about the information that they're taking back home to headquarters. There we go. Squish the ears. Squish the ears. Oh. Here we go. Third period should be starting sometime soon, depending on how long they decide to drag this out. When was the last time that the Leafs fans rioted, Foster? I remember the Canucks fans rioting after their last Stanley Cup Finals loss. But I don't remember the Leafs fans rioting. Huh. Huh. Might have been before my time, or I might have just missed it completely. Oh, and just for anybody who is tuned in that wasn't tuned in yesterday, another Stupid Sports show is now going to be live on a regular basis every Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. We're just hang out for an hour, talk sports, fill each other in on the stories that we all missed, and, share, spread the knowledge so we can learn, evolve, and get the fuck off this planet. Yeah, Canadian geese are dangerous. Those fuckers are... You don't want to mess with them. They're basically dinosaurs with fewer claws. 2014, Tampa Bay and the Blackhawks? That sounds about right. Oh. Montreal fans got tear gassed last year. Why? Oh, it was the Canucks. Oh. Okay. I mean, honestly, I would buy it because I saw how excited the Toronto sports fans got over the Raptors winning the NBA championship. So I think they fully have the capacity within them to do a sports riot. I essentially think that if the Leafs ever do win the Stanley Cup again, that it's either going to be just a bacchanalia of sodomy and rum drinking, or downtown Toronto is going to be in flames. And Colt wants to declare war against the evil avian menace. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we're currently getting invaded. Invaded here too. They are taking over driveways and parking lots across the city. And still we wait. Still we wait for the game to come back. While they try to convince me to use FanDuel Sportsbook. And honestly, the only reason that I know that I should never do sports betting is because I know I won't take it seriously. I'm that kind of asshole who tries to build their monopoly strategy around buying Mediterranean and Baltic Avenue and building hotels on them as quickly as possible. I do not work within my own financial self-interest when it comes to silly things. Yes, code GPS. It has been John, my favorite NFL team, and always will be the Washington Capitals. I grew up in the DC area, and they were the only DC team that I ever really connected with and enjoyed into my adulthood. No, no lies there, Logan. No lies. And True North says his buddy was at that game in Montreal. He got tear gassed and saw an overturned cop car. Not a riot, just an average Saturday night in Montreal. All of us cope with the end of hockey season differently. Oh! That Midwestern ope means that it is time to get back to the game in the third period. Is the DC Metro the best Metro? It has a few advantages. And I know that they have more problems now because they kind of let the infrastructure rot like the same way Chicago did with the CTA. But for a long time, like the DC Metro goes to a lot of different places. Like you could get to Washington football games when they were at RFK Stadium from the Metro. You could get downtown for Wizards and Caps games. It was so easy to get down to see any of the government buildings, the monuments, any of the parks. The only kind of weird thing about DC Metro is the fact that the fare changes depending on how far you go. So it can be as little as $1.80 or it could be as much as $5.65 if you're going from way at the beginning on one line to way at the end on another. So it's something you got to keep track of when you're filling up your fare cards. But honestly, I always enjoyed the Metro. I think it's good. It's not as good as it used to be, but and as the puck skates over that Lightning player's stick, and they will have to regroup yet again. Down to 8, under 19 minutes to go. Toronto trying desperately to get out of their zone, but Tampa has established control, and then they immediately give it away to Toronto. Yeah, the escalators and elevators have not stood the test of time. And Campbell wraps it up to stop play as the weaker cheers of soup go up throughout the crowd. Oh, that's something I actually want to wonder about. Hey, it looks like I got a message. Oh, Tampa Bay is up to 21 shots on goal as opposed to Toronto's 14. Oh boy. Cleared out of the Toronto zone. Vasilevsky stops it. They'll attempt to get it started up again. Be grinding up the far side. Nice little pass on the inside. A batted away by the defenders very well. Good work on Toronto. And a nice one-timer there with a leg save by Campbell. This episode of ASSS tonight is brought to you by, as always, fluoxetine. I did not, unfortunately, have a chance to go grocery shopping today, so I'm a little bit light on all of my other sponsors, but I'm going to try to get stocked up again for next week. Tavares ends up dumping it in onside and gets immediately cleared again by the Lightning. Leaves have to regroup at center ice. Dumped in again, and a great opportunity interrupted by the Tampa Bay defense. No, Crispy Hexagons didn't want to get sponsored anymore. Yeah, it's all right, Logan. You really shouldn't be adding new medications until you know for sure how they're going to interact with your current ones. Good save by Vasilevsky on that one-timer through traffic. They get it back. Leafs get it back up to the point. Trying desperately to shed up into traffic again in front of the net. And the Leafs are able to clear and regroup. Riley had a shot for a moment, but Vasilevsky was able to take it away. And now the battle continues to the left of the net, and the pushing and shoving begins. Players are getting grabbed by their jerseys. Fists are going into faces. No fight so far, but there is one guy down on the ice who looks like he got hurt. He's having a slow time getting up. It's number 98 for the Lightning. Let's see if we can find out what happened to him on this replay. All right. Riley gets blocked. And what the hell happens to 98? Oh, yeah. Oh, they're playing Sandstorm. Oh. Somewhere in that scrum, 98 just got hit in the head after the play was done, so he's going to recover on the bench for a bit. All right. That's not bad. I like Altoids. Just wide of the net, the deflection. It is still a 2-1 game. It is finally dumped out by the Tampa Bay Lightning. It will be icing, and the puck is going to come right back. Oh no. What oh no, True North? Don't say oh no. Don't put that in chat and not elaborate on what madness is going on. This is how you get speculation going, and that's dangerous on the internet. Tampa Bay will win the faceoff and easily clear it. God damn it, Luke, not you two. A near perfect shot Cleared away by Tampa Bay, who are now racing up the other side. Oh my God! Paul runs right into the goal, and now Campbell is down as well. Oh, Campbell is coming off. He's shaking his leg. Oh no. Oh no. Like, I don't think this is going to be a penalty on anybody. It was just Paul going for that hat trick. And I think, honestly, it was just a natural collision of a whole bunch of players ending up in one place at once. Oh, yeah. It was Paul running into Campbell's leg. And, oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. He's still in net? Okay. Oh, good. Oh, good. All right. Let's keep an eye on how that's going to affect Campbell and his goaltending duties for the rest of the game. If the rest of the Leafs have any sense, they will do everything they can to keep any direct shots from getting towards him and to keep the puck in the Tampa zone as much as possible. That is the only way they are going to survive this game now. Kept alive in the zone by the Lightning. They able to deflect that clearing attempt. But Toronto will gain control and just launch it back down the ice. Tampa Bay finally gains control after much stick battling and back checking. Line change go, and here come the Leafs, hoping that they can tie it up again. That attempt to dump in is intercepted by the Lightning. We're passing it to each other behind Vasilevsky in net. The puck sails down ice to the far blue line. Nobody can seem to get organized with it. It's just being batted back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And now finally Toronto is getting themselves established down in the Tampa zone. That's the second lap he's doing behind the net now. Then kicks it back up to the top of the point, out to the far side. Back to the top of the point for Riley, who tries to send it in, but it hits a defender's skate and will be cleared by Tampa Bay. Down to below 15 minutes to go in the third period. Lightning still lead by 1. And we will stop with an icing call. Wow. Oh. Oh, there's a penalty. Uh-oh. Oh, that must be just about to happen, because I still see 5-on-5. Hey, Luke, if you're feeling tired, man, you can feel free to go to bed, man. We don't, you don't have to exhaust yourself in the name of hockey. Nice move inside to try to get closer. And here it comes. Here comes that penalty. Is that going to be hooking? Oh, the Leafs are going to have a power play now. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, this could get fun. This could get very fun. Let me check on what if I'll assume that, Luke. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, yeah. This is gonna happen now. Oh, you bastards. Oh. Yeah, Steve Dangle is very, very nervous. No matter what, no matter what happens with this game, yeah, I'm definitely going to be dropping a note to Dangle on Twitter after this game is over. Oh, Ready Set Mex is also here, so that they won't get fined. And Kelsey has arrived. Glad to have you here, Kelsey. Oh, we're having an exciting match now. Member server raid. Woo! We got Lightning leaves in the third period. The Toronto is on the power play. They are down by 1. People are on their feet now in Toronto. Even Carter Ferris showed up, and so did Adam and Zach. Oh, man, you warm my heart, folks. Puck will come out to Nylander, who passes it over to Riley. And to Matthews. Shot saved by Vasilevsky. Goes back up to the point. Riley. Matthews, his one-timer, goes wide. Another stop from Vasilevsky. The puck goes right to Marner's. And now it's chaos down in front. The puck does get knocked away. Off the side of the net, it goes in again. Down to 115. Matthews misses the puck, and they will have to go out of the zone and regroup. Get a couple players changed. Oh, that's nice of you, Kelsey. I appreciate you all coming. And Vasilevsky will put a glove down to stop play. We've got about a minute to go in that power play. This has been a hard-fought game. It has gotten some really exciting points. The game would be tied right now if the Maple Leafs hadn't committed an interference play right before Tavares scored an easy goal. But Leafs win that face-off. It goes back to Riley up at the top of the point. That shot is wide, loose in front of the net, and the Lightning clears it again. 50 seconds to go in the power play now, 12:30 in the game. Matthews will dump it behind to whoever that is. They all think it's icing. The refs don't think so. Another shave by Vasilevsky. And it gets cleared. Leafs were looking for another penalty. Not going to happen. Don't worry, Luke, it's cool. It gets dumped in on the far side. Tampa making a desperate effort to clear. They've only got 10 seconds to kill. It comes back out to the point. Leafs are moving it around, controlling it very well. Went across the crease. And that deflection goes wide of the net as well. The Tampa Bay defense doing a fantastic job of running interference before Vasilevsky has to do anything hard. And they're finally going to get it out of the zone. They're back at full strength. Oh yeah, Toronto is finally winning the shots on goal battle. But that won't matter if they can't get any of the pucks into the net. Uh-oh, down to 11 minutes now. I know, Angie, it's frightening. Thank you for your encouragement. Come say hello to your fans, Angie. Meanwhile, the pump could get dumped down for an icing call into the Tampa Bay zone. And just to placate everybody who did show up, have cat. Yes, Galileo, Galileo, Galileo Figaro, Magnifico. Tampa does win the faceoff, but they're unable to really establish it, end up clearing through the back. And Campbell has to glove it again as it gets close to him. We'll have another faceoff. Yeah. Yes, I am using you for algorithm purposes, Angie. Aren't you proud? I'm finally making something of myself. I don't even know why you're watching the TV. You don't even know what's going on right now. Ugh. Anyway, we got another face-off down the Toronto end. Hopefully they can get it out quick. Because they got to score 2 before the end of this, and we're already halfway through the third. Is currently trapped in the corner. Everybody's shoving their sticks in, trying to break it loose. And it gets caught again. Finally, Toronto comes away with it. Tavares will start up the ice and then hand it off to whoever that is, and then gets thrown across the ice to Muzzin, who launches it high up over Vasilevsky's head, and it'll go straight around the other side. Tampa Bay will come down and go all the way into Toronto's end, basically giving another time for a line change there. Matthews and Marner are on the ice together now. And it will be cleared again by Tampa Bay. They're just not letting the Toronto Leafs have any room when they get into the offensive side. Well, now we have a turnover in the Toronto zone. And the opportunity, there's just too many defenders that the Lightning had to skate through in order to get that taken care of. Another turnover at center ice sets Toronto back a couple meters. Vasilevsky handles that putt to keep it away and let Tampa Bay advance once again. And Blackwell knocks it back in for the Leafs. Vasilevsky has to glove it to keep the approaching forward off of his ass. Under 10 minutes to go. You're getting angry. And now when they replayed that same pole goal, they framed it so that you could not see the middle finger. Thanks, guys. Costco lasagna. I only ever had experience with the Costco pizza, but if the Costco lasagna is just as good, I'm jealous. Aw. You know you're a cat owner when you start keeping track of the days of the week by how old the scratches are on your arms. Let's see. I know we're under 10 minutes to go in the game right now, Luke. Ah. Yeah. Well, I'd also have to get a Costco membership, I think, in order to get Costco lasagna. Because I'd have to get to a point where it would be worth it for me to get a Costco membership. Maybe in the future, Foster. I'll keep it on the back burner, but maybe not right now. So I don't have a lot of space to store 64-count packages of toilet paper or 3-gallon jars of mayonnaise in this place. Yeah, Angie, we're getting down to the wire here. 9 minutes to go until the Leafs have disappointed their fans again. Toronto wins that face-off. That first attempt to get it into the middle was disrupted by a defenseman's stick and is cleared by Tampa Bay down to the other end. Under 9 to go. The crowd desperately cheering them on. Cries of "Go Leafs Go" are echoing through Scotiabank. Tampa Bay once again gets their hand on the stick and clears it down for an icing call. It'll be brought right back. And great job just killing Riley's shot attempt right there. I love it. Yeah, Tampa Bay has not been giving Toronto barely any breathing room in this game to get any sort of rhythm established. That attempt to get it to the center is deflected, and once again another defenseman stops a shot from out on the border. Gets cleared. Toronto will have to bring it in yet again. And have to futz with it at center ice to get it away from the Lightning players. Be a battle among the boards. Eventually does get cleared. Marner centering pass fails, and they had to bring it back out to the point once again. Shot blocked by a defenseman. Tampa Bay now growing up the ice. And that one attempted stick trickery foiled easily. Leafs take control again of the puck. And it gets batted back again by Tampa Bay, forcing Toronto once again to regroup. And a nice attempt up the side by 65. Great save by Vasilevsky. Down to 7:10 to go in the game. Leafs have been able to keep it in the zone so far to get a little more pressure on Lightning and Vasilevsky. Goes back out to the point. They try to get it back in. The shot deflected to the left off of a defender's skate. One very hard slap later. It will get sent the length of the ice for automatic icing. And back we go. If Toronto scores, can the Lightning get their offense back? I wonder if at this point the attitude of protect the net, stop the puck is paramount in the Lightning's mind right now. They don't want to give any of the gunslingers that Toronto has on their roster even a whiff of an opportunity to get a unobstructed or an easy shot on goal. And we get another face-off there as the puck immediately goes to Vasilevsky, who covers up. .6:42 to go, still 2-1 in the third period of this Game 7. Stamkos and Matthews on the face-off here. And Stamkos gets sent out of the circle. I will still never understand why they do that. I'm sure somebody wiser will explain it to me one day. Toronto wins the face-off, gets sent back up to Riley at the left point. Another shot blocked by a defenseman there. Campbell has to clear it away from an adventurous Tampa Bay forward. Gets dumped in and then dumped immediately back out by Tampa Bay. Yeah, totally with legal websites. I hear you, Luke. Everything we do is totally legal on the internet. All the time. Everywhere. Always. Okay. Not sure why the play is stopped now. Not sure what's going on, but the face-off is in the Toronto zone right now. Toronto easily wins the face-off. Unable to clear, and they'll finally get out after an extra slap or two. And now the center ice shenanigans start again as the puck is bouncing around. And nobody can really get some established offense going in this last period of the game. Yep. Do what you want because a pirate is free. Five and a half remaining now. The Leafs are just desperate to make something happen down in Tampa Bay's end. Matthews' shot is blocked and goes wide. Oh, Tampa Bay does take it back in, but they're only able to get a feeble wrister that flips and goes wide. And it will be icing again. It's all right, Logan. Like I told William earlier, like it can take watching a number of games to understand like how it works between like offsides, icing, and how much hitting and like stick nonsense you're allowed to do. But after a while, you can kind of pick up on some of the basics. Yeah. The fights are fun. Another win on that face-off by Toronto. And a little extra pressure from Tampa Bay down in the Toronto zone. Really trying to make them work for it. Under 5 minutes to go now. Toronto cannot get out of their own zone. And the puck hit up into the Lightning bench. Oh. The Maple Leafs managers do not look happy right now. Not happy at all. Oh boy. There could be some major roster changes after this. Oh. I will be right back. Promise, just got to get something from the other room. Oh. I always did my best whenever I went to a hockey game to try to get another puck from another team. Whenever I had the money for it. And aside from the Capitals puck that I caught at one game, these are my two favorite pucks. As you may be able to tell, this is the old school Mighty Ducks logo before they did their cool, acceptable redesign. And for the truly old school among you, I have the Quebec Nordiques who technically no longer exist anymore. Well, they do. They're just the Colorado Avalanche now. So there is hope for a flying V, Logan, but they gotta do it soon before time runs out. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'd really like Quebec to get their team back. They don't have much going for them. They're attached to the rest of Canada. Just give them this one thing. And Tampa Bay are doing what I think is the right thing. Just continual disruption, making it hard for Toronto to get anything established on the offensive side. Marner throws it up the middle, and it ends up going all the way to the other side of the rink. I'd have to find the right game to stream, Logan. There's also a lot of dead time. Soon, Angie, soon. Yeah, one would think they would take a timeout at a certain point to maybe like talk about strategy. But I think the most we're going to see out of Toronto is maybe an empty net around the 2-minute mark, because that's all they really need. One goal to get them into overtime. I'll keep my eyes open, Logan. Watch this space. A great save by Campbell there to prevent the lead from getting truly horrible in this last 3 minutes of the game. Stamkos denied on that one. There's a nice backhand shot and good job by Campbell to just wrap it up in his jersey and fall on top. Down to 2:51 now, and the Fairweather fans are exiting. Only the hardcore Johnnies who are still there, waving their towels, banging on the glass. Uh-oh. They attempt to get it clear, but Tampa Bay dumps it back in, keeping the amount of time that they're going to be able to pull the goaltender down to a minimum. And the puck goes out of play. And now it's empty net, I bet. Now Matthews is on the ice for Toronto. And there he goes. It's now officially an empty net. Oh, very nearly got it in. Great save by Vasilevsky. 2 opportunities by the Leafs, and Vasilevsky hits one with his leg pad and just wraps up the other one. What's good, Ron? We have an exciting ending to this game. The Maple Leafs have officially gone empty net. They are just trying to get one goal so that this can go to overtime. And I kind of hope they do. Everybody's on their feet now, screaming their heads off. Oh man. Toronto wins the faceoff. It goes back up to the point. Riley has got it at the top. And it gets fed around to Nylander and then back around. 2:10 to play now. Gets taken behind the goal. Puck is tied up among the boards. Now we've got 3 from each team battling for it. And it will be cleared. Thankfully, Nylander is back to catch it before there can be any empty net opportunities. He's sneaking in around the near side. Brown back behind the goal, gets passed around to the top of the point. Riley has it again, trying to figure out which is the best optimal angle to go to. Back at the top to Riley. Faked shot by one Leafs defender who ends up immediately passing it to Tavares. Sent over the middle. And then back around to Tavares. Now Marner has it. Tries in the middle and just misses the pass to Tavares. 1:19 to go. Another shot blocked by Tampa. And the puck is out of the zone. Oh, they're going to... This is going to get ugly at the end. Timeout Toronto? Oh. Oh, you came back for this exciting ending, Angie. Aren't you glad you're here? Yeah, I think everybody's stream is a bit ahead of me, but that's also YouTube lag. So I've accepted it at this point. Thank you. Thank you for perching yourself, Angie, right where my hand needs to be to operate the mouse. Oh, wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not a fan of either of these teams, and this is still exciting as hell to watch at the end. Campbell's back in net. Oh, no. Yeah, this is it, Seal. I'm just waiting on this end. The rally caps are on in Toronto. The face-off is just outside of the Tampa Bay defensive zone. Face-off gets won by Tampa. They bring it back into their zone, immediately clear it, and it gets knocked up the side. Another battle will be going along the boards, and now they're just trying to play keep away as best they can. And Tampa Bay is not having it. They are interfering as much as they possibly can, just trying to keep them from getting any sort of setup. And now here comes another Campbell pull. It will get dumped in by Matthews. And it will be an icing call. 32 7/10 seconds. Yeah. Let's hope. But right now they're going to have a face-off down in Tampa Bay's end. And crazy shit can happen in the space of a couple seconds. Tavares and Belmar on the face-off here. Face-off gets won by Toronto. Oh, and another great save by Vasilevsky, getting the pad just in the right place at the right time. And the puck gets cleared out of play. 19 seconds to go. Oh. Pretty exciting, huh, Angie? She doesn't care. They only have 14 seconds to go. They're trying desperately to get set up, but Tampa Bay is just interfering too much, and now the battle goes along the board. 7, down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Tampa Bay Lightning, by hook, by crook, they win the series 4-3. and will play against the Panthers in the second round. It's the battle for Florida. Yours is no disgrace, Maple Leafs fans. Your team played hard. There's just little opportunities that Tampa was able to take advantage of. Hopefully you'll do better next year. Well, honestly, I think that was very much worth it. Hey, don't apologize to me, Jack. I really enjoyed this game. And the fact that it was kept exciting toward the end with them constantly battling for a position and who would actually be able to control the puck. Just what I needed on this Saturday afternoon, evening, whatever anymore. But there we go. That is the end of another episode of another stupid sports show. NHL playoffs will continue. I'm not sure what the next stream I will do will be. Pay attention to my Twitter account at Jim Burchill, spelled Burchill. I will update when I'm going to be next do a live stream of a game. But yeah, this was a good one. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Thank you again for the raid, guys. Big thanks to our sponsors, Legal Coffee and Fluoxetine. And my name is Jim B. That brings to the end of another stupid sports show. Only you can set you free. And good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.